going on, everybody? We back. Another episode of In Your Feelings. I'm sitting here with Linda today. Me and Linda sitting here having conversations back and forth about relationships. You know how it go. So hopefully she don't get in her feelings and she don't get me in my feelings. So let's get this thing popping. Linda, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing extremely well. What questions you got on the table today that you feel is necessary for people to take into consideration of where we're going today with relationships and people?
I guess the biggest question is always, if I tell you don't lie to me, tell me what you're looking for, what you want, whatever, and then men still lie because women can't handle it. Why y'all stay lying all the time every day?
A lot of men do lie. That is true. I could never deny that. As far as it goes, the right man. I'm not saying Mr. Right, because sometimes you can meet somebody or talk to somebody or whatever, and you can't help who you like. You can't help who you're attracted to. So I'm not saying Mr. Right, but I believe men lie for the most part because they feel women can't handle the truth a lot of the times. No more than, let me get it out, no more than when women lie to men about things of what we were talking about earlier. Women can hurt a man's feelings to the bone, to the core.
But
So
a
I
woman
think that's
can
the
hurt
same
y'all
thing.
feelings once y'all are involved. I doubt that it's the same.
Or a woman can hurt your feelings when she first meets you.
I mean, she could, but what you was talking about, like, so we were talking about if something happens in a relationship, it's okay, tell me the truth, what happened, right?
Right.
But I'm saying off jump. If I come to you and be like, okay, you know, you messing with somebody else? No, I ain't got no bitches. Sir, you got a whole slew of bitches.
Okay, but hold up. At the end of the day, right? A woman don't want a man that no one else wants. So if you got some lonely dude that ain't got no bitches, then you probably don't want him either.
I understand that, but why can't
Okay.
you just say, all right, well, I'm talking to a few, or I'm screwing with one, or, you know, just be honest about your situation, because y'all love to say y'all live with y'all baby mama, but y'all ain't together. Baby is 1 month old. Okay.
True.
What?
True. Real news. Real news.
And that's the part that really gets under my skin. Like, okay, what you got going on is never a clear, concise answer. Like, why is it so hard for y'all just to say, what y'all got going on?
I think men, well, there's a difference between men and boys.
True.
You know what I mean? You meet a boy is going to do what boys do. You meet a man's going to take the time to explain to you where he is in his life and what he's willing to do and what he's not willing to do. So when you start to build on the aspect of a man lying, he's a little boy.
Okay, but
to me, that's my personal
and that's
opinion.
true. But I'm gonna say this how I say it to everybody else. The majority, right? So
Mhm.
even when I say something, oh wow, like, oh, you're right. I didn't think about it like that or whatever. I'm an anomaly. I'm a unicorn, right?
Wait a minute, who told you you was a
No,
unicorn?
I'm not saying me right now. I'm just saying in the moment.
Okay.
Right?
Don't get it started. Now.
Calm down.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm calm. I'm calm.
So that truth and that honesty that we're searching for as a people, right? Or
Right.
that comes very seldom. We're talking about the majority.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So that's the part, like, yeah, okay, of course you're going to get one that's 100 with you, boom.
Most
But how
definitely.
often does that happen? And why is it that I have to search for somebody that is going to be honest? It's about being honest, like, why you just
But you know what? I think women can identify a boy from a man off rip. Reason being, not based upon how he dressed or what comes out of his mouth, but how he treats you.
True.
You know what I mean? So I believe women get sucked into these lies that you're talking about based upon when they meet a man, and they can identify whether or not. I'll take that back. They can identify who they're dealing with from the gate. But like I said a few minutes ago, you can't identify from an attraction standpoint. You can't help who you like.
True.
So sometimes you may like somebody and you know a nigga ain't no damn good. But at the end of the day, he make you feel so good. So you accept those lies. And you know they're lies. But at the end of the day, you still cook for him, clean for him, and you know, you go out with him, you kick it with him, you chill with him. And I don't mean specifically you, we're just hypothetically speaking.
Right.
But yes, this is what goes on. This is what happens. So it's kind of hard to sit and say, why do men lie all the time? At the end of the day, no. The question lies, why do women accept these lies when they are already aware that they're dealing with a boy, not a man?
I've always said, I feel blame should be placed equally.
It is.
Like you said.
It is. It is. But it starts with
I
the
mean,
person.
y'all get the bad rep most.
It start off with the person who's being hurt, though. If you feel you're being deceived, then why should you continue? If you feel that you're not being real, a person's not being real with you, then why would you still call them? If you're not getting what you want out of a relationship, and I'm not saying from a finance, because women always ship and go to the finance aspect. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I do believe. See, that's the difference. Boys don't pay bills.
Right.
They just visit and leave their shit in your house. Now, when it comes to men, a man could not have nothing in your house and probably only get an opportunity to see you maybe a couple times out of the week. But damn it, he gonna make sure if you are right. Hey, did you pay your phone bill? Because I'm over here paying mine. Hey, I think you need your nails done. You know what I mean? I want to see something different. I want to see a different. We're talking about men. So men is a different performance than a boy.
Sure.
And there's a lot of boys. And I don't want to go as far back and start reaching and saying these guys are still boys because they didn't have a dad. I don't want to go that far. But I will.
I blame their mama, but okay.
But I will say this.
Because you know, moms love to be, I'm like forever Valentine, and then that's why your son is a bitch because you didn't teach him.
That's real news.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real news.
That's a whole nother thing. How moms treat their son as they man. Man, this mine over here.
That's real
Miss
news.
Geraldine, I need you to back up, okay?
Miss who?
Miss Geraldine. Okay, Miss Geraldine.
What we got?
Okay. That's like when you, they all got these women. So some men should be allowed to have 3 girlfriends.
Oh shit! Why is that such an issue?
Can you provide for all them 3 girlfriends?
You gonna let me say it?
Okay, can you?
I was.
Okay.
Okay, so let me say it. A man having 3 girlfriends. You know what? Let me say this to you. One is a mistress that women may not know anything about. The other one.
No, but this says girlfriend. So to me.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm breaking it down to you because what you're looking at is the aspect of what it looks like. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying to you is, no one in their right mind is gonna have 3 girlfriends. Why? Because each one of them are gonna want a certain level of time, or they're gonna want a certain level of love. You're not gonna be able to provide all that love like that. So one, you'll end up giving a whole lot of attention to, which if that's what she wants, then that's cool. The other one is probably gonna be juicing you for your bread. So you gotta understand, there's men out here in a tax bracket that can afford 3 women.
And that's what I'm saying. If you can afford, and I mean afford, not like money.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm not saying every man should have 3 women. What I'm saying is any man who can afford to take care of 3 women can have the option of doing that. Are they all his girlfriends? No. One, you got a main girl that you spend a significant amount of time with. Mm-hmm. And then you have one you probably call every once in a while when your girl probably busy. And then the third one is just something that's just hanging around and won't let go.
They be trying to keep them from each other. That's not girlfriend. That's 3 separate bitches that you're lying to the other one about.
A lot of women now, and I hate to go this deep into it, but you brought this out of me.
Go ahead.
Women adore competition. Women don't feel it's right unless they have something to fight for. I'm not saying that you have to literally physically fight for a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. I'm saying as far as it goes, being able to prove yourself that you deserve that man's attention more than her or her. That's all. That's where I'm going with it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, yes. Women need to understand that there's less men in the world now than ever. Why? Because you got a lot of niggas dead. You got a lot of niggas in jail. Your options on the table of actually finding a man that's going to provide the necessary things of what a woman is looking for and do require, it's kind of hard. So maybe that's one of the reasons why women are nowadays dating a lot of boys instead of men, because these are their options. They don't have many options.
But I feel like if we as women would band together and require more of y'all.
Yuck. No.
What you mean, yuck? See, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
to y'all, that's good.
What do you mean band together? Y'all already damn it together. We're not gonna get into that conversation for the simple fact that, you know, as far as it goes, women, y'all already have a code.
What kind?
That code, and that code symbolizes, like, if you got a girlfriend, and shout out to any female who move like what I'm about to say, because it actually takes place. So you got a girlfriend that you friends with, but you got a guy you've been dating and you dealing with, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, look at it in this sense. You could tell your girlfriend to tell your dude that you deal with that you out with her, and she gonna hold you down.
That, like, y'all don't do that.
I'm not saying we don't do that. I'm
Okay,
just,
but that's
but
not-
we're not bound together. Let me tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I see you in your feelings, and that's the show. Shout out to everybody in their feelings.
Whatever.
But what I'm saying is this, right? As men, you could tell your homeboy some shit, and your homeboy might backdoor your girl. Men are not as united as women, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying women don't backdoor their friends, boyfriends, or little side pieces, because I hear a lot of stories. I hear a lot of things. But I'm just telling you, as far as it goes, the unity that men are, so as men, we supposed to stick together, but we don't. Y'all women, y'all do. You probably got a friend right now that you could be like, hey girl, tell him I'm over your house and I'll be back, And your friend, let me get this out, Linda. Your friend is gonna be like, girl, just make sure you call me about 12:30, so therefore I know what exactly to tell his ass, because I don't want to get caught up in the mix of your bullshit. She gonna hold you down.
Right, but that's holding me down. That's not me saying, hey sis, I want you to want better for yourself. This motherfucker ain't called you in 3 days. He WYD you.
Wait a minute, what's WYD?
You laughing like you don't know. See that? Don't. This when you start playing my intelligence, I'm gonna fuck you up.
No, I want to know.
WYD, what you doing? Where you at? WYA, where you at? Sorry, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why WYD burns my fucking soul so bad. Because you take 3 little fucking. Sorry. And you are going to require a response from me. If what I'm doing is taking more than them 3 fucking letters, I have to take more energy out of my day to respond to tell you what the fuck I'm actually doing.
Right.
While to you, I'm just the afterthought. Oh, well, let me see what Shorty doing. WYD.
Is that bad though?
For me?
For you per
For me, yes.
For you per se.
Don't WYD me. I'll fuck all this up.
So you want a person to give you a paragraph?
No, I just write it out. What are you doing? What are you up to? Okay. I'll tell you what I'm up to and what I'm doing.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, a lot of things are...
I understand y'all texting a lot of bitches, and it's a lot to text.
No,
66 of them. What are you doing? What are you up to?
No.
So you just send them
Because
3
you know
and then
what?
copy
A
paste?
guy... Hold up. Let's throw this on the table. A guy that has all the time to text a bunch of women in a day ain't getting no money. You know why? Because the majority of your time is being rotated around women that think you're the man. So no, that's not true. That's where we're back at that situation again between boys and men. Men don't have time to do that. Shout out to all the real men who getting that bread out here, who ain't got time to sit and be texting a bunch of chicks because they know they get into that bag. Back to you. I don't believe that real men sit around and just text women off and on all day, and knowing damn well they have to maintain either A, their business, or they got some business about themselves, or C, they sitting there dealing with a chick that they may be attracted to, that they know they have to go that extra mile with to give those extra calls or texts to. See, I believe you might be emotionally scarred from your past, and you getting in your
I have gone to
feelings
therapy.
right now.
I'm correct. Shout out to Miss Donna. She's awesome. Everybody should go to therapy, actually.
Go to therapy?
Yes.
I'm not going to therapy.
Why?
What do I need therapy for?
Why?
You see this rock
No.
bottom right here? Shout out
That
to
is a
Puff.
coping mechanism.
Shout out to Puff.
That's a
That's
coping
my
mechanism.
therapy. That's my therapy right there.
See,
shout
here
out,
we go.
Shout,
See, and
shout out to Diddy.
No,
Ciroc is my
Diddy
dude.
did not create this to help you fix your inside.
Yeah, he did. It's
It's
fixing
actually
my
ruining, but we're not gonna go to all
No,
that.
it's fixing me. You
It's
know
not,
why?
though.
Because you know what?
It's
Let me
numbing
show
you momentarily.
No.
It is
Let me
not
show
fixing
you.
the problem.
Let me show you. You see this right here, right?
And I'm not gonna see it once you drink.
We're
Go ahead.
having this conversation. And see, I'm all inside. Demons all inside. Now look at this. See this?
They go quiet the demon.
It quiets them. You know what I mean?
You should get rid of them, and therapy get rid of them.
Therapy ain't gonna get rid of them. Therapy is only gonna when you fight, and we're all fighting demons. You know
Okay, and
what I
that's
mean?
why everybody should be in therapy.
Okay,
I'm not.
no.
What you mean no?
This Ciroc bottle is therapy.
Jesus.